Hi friends, it's Nancy and I'm here to work with some coffee dyed envelopes. So I got these envelopes on Facebook Marketplace. There was a whole bunch of older envelopes that I wanted. These ones are newer. These are from the 90s. Might be some 80s in here. You know, not my favorite, but I saw this amazing video by Bonny and Clive. I will link the video. It's not a very old video. It's been within the last week, and getting a lot of views. So I think this is going to be a very popular project this coming season among lots of junk journalers. So when I saw this, I immediately grabbed some of these old envelopes, dunked them in some coffee, and then spread them all over my kitchen counters to dry. So let's get started. I want to make some envelope bases for some Christmas projects. Specifically, I'm going to be using up some of my Tim Holtz stuff that I've collected over the last few years. So I want to keep things pretty neutral. And the stamps that I'm going to be putting on here to look like, you know, a regular envelope, they're going to have a Christmas theme. This one is mistletoe. This one is this one's a little bird in some pine cones. It's a gray jay. So the other stuff that I have is glue, scissors, and a bunch of neutral scraps here beside me. Yeah, so this one I popped a little thumb hole in, not necessary. This one I just did a straight across, and then I can, you know, clip that to a page or whatever. So let's grab the first one. Now I have to see how this one was opened. So it was open across the top. All right. I want it doesn't matter which way I go, because you know, anything that's directional is going to be covered up. But I think I will start off by finding this about 6 inches. So I'm going to use my stylus, or you could use a bone folder, whatever you use to mark. And I should use a, there. Okay. I want to make the flap, what do you say, 1.5 inches? So I'll trim this down. Okay, now I'm going to cut this back a bit, and the way I will do that is to stick my glass mat in there, and then I can use my ruler to measure 5 3/4, so it's 1/4 inch shorter. It's not going to go right to the edge, but I can finish that cut off with some scissors. All right, so to cover this top edge, to close it up so that it's an envelope, I'm going to grab some paper. This is actually from Music Roll. So I'm going to glue that down low enough so that it covers that return address. So my plan is just to spend some time working with these envelopes, get them, get as many done as I can. Okay. I think I can leave this please post part, but I'm going to just use a little bit of this book page. All right, and then I think I'll actually use some music paper. I'm going to ink that up a bit. Take off some of that blank area. So I think just about all of these envelopes were addressed to Guelph, which is 25 minutes east here. I used to live and work in Guelph 10 years ago. I can't believe it was that long ago. And actually, there's one person that some of these are addressed to that I actually knew and I served on a committee with. So that was kind of fun to see. All right. I'm going to use this even though it's not, maybe I'll go this way. So it's not a neutral, but it's just a little pop of color. I don't care about these pink lines that a computer would have printed on there when things were going through the post. I'm going to let this dry a bit and then I'll round those corners. But let's choose a stamp. I've got my book here, stamps. No. I'm going to go with the first. I will come back in later and stamp some cancellation marks, but that can be a what's the word I'm thinking of? Assembly line. I can assembly line that part. Just going to go around the edge, a little bit of ink. Again, not necessary, or I could leave them all till the very end and ink them, do it, you know, assembly line style on while I watch TV or something. I'm going to use my corner chomper. Haven't seen very many videos of from the channel Bonnie and Clive. I just recently discovered that channel, and you know, given what a great I'm not going to worry about that. Oh, you know what I could do? Put a little piece of rotten tape on it. Maybe that's what I'll do. I thought I had some handy. Must have been imagining it. Where are you, tape? Honestly. I can't remember. Can't remember what I put the tape in. Gotta have a piece in here. I've got to. Just must. This is silly. That's not tape, it's crud. Ooh, I like that. I'm discovering some things here. There we go. Quite pleased with that. Moving on. Open like that again. I like that private and confidential there. I think I'll leave that. And score at 6. Then I will grab that, mark myself a spot 1/4 inch shorter than the envelope at 5 3/4. Okay. Okay, that works for me. I like that. This is an old paper bag. And then just turn that over. Go. Tear that edge and wrap it right over the flap. A little bit. This is pretty fragile. No, I want something a little lighter. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Quite happy with that. And something with blue. Actually, no, that's wrong. Sort of a newer stamp, but we'll just give it some ink. Very nice. Ink, 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 ink. This poor ink pad's getting pretty dry. was going to glue it down. I thought, let's just rip it off. Okay. Shall we do just one more, and then I'll turn off the camera and work like a mad woman. This is nice paper. It's kind of got a texture to it. And I like how it kind of got wrinkled in that corner. Okay. Oh, didn't go through. Just going to take a smidgy off the top there, just so it isn't so wrinkled underneath the paper that I'm going to glue over that. Got myself a little tear, but that's okay. Yeah, that's a good hunk. I think I want something a little deeper. Give this a little bit of ink. that. And this is from Piano Roll. Just going to cover that bit there. So one's closing the top of that, and the other one's just covering that little tear. Okay. Now, is this going to be long enough? I'm going to tear some of this out. Yeah, that's great. So let's look to cover that. Hate to waste this old paper bag. Yep. Okay. I was thinking I might add a little bit of this tissue paper. Let's get this folded. Okay. So I think you see how this works. Come back tomorrow and we're going to decorate. I'm going to get out all the Timmy stuff. And just have a blast. Who did I see? Oh, I know who it was. It was Anna from Made by Grenath. She did a use it or lose it last week. I'll have to link that below. She had out all of her Timmy stuff and made a whole bunch of stuff, a whole bunch of ephemera for her Christmas journals. Whoop! Oh, don't leave me, Stamp. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, and then these 2 that I made earlier. All right, so take care. I hope you get some crafting done today, and we will talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.